Hi, Brian with the Food Leadership Group. Putting together this short little informational cartoon to introduce you to a concept called the bus driver principle. What's that? That is a methodology and a philosophy of how you look at work instructions and a completely different take on how to create them. So let's dive in. Let's say you own a bus company and you need a new driver. In order to find a new driver, you perform a search and you look for certain qualifications in that driver. You're just not randomly pulling somebody in off the street. You are actually finding someone that's as close a match as you can to what you need. When you find somebody, you bring them on board, and you don't put them in a room, give them some work instructions and policies to read, and then cut them loose on their own and have them do the job. You assign them a trainer, and that trainer shows them the ropes. Here's the route you operate, here is the hours of operation, and most importantly, here's what you do if something doesn't go right. You get a flat tire, somebody starts a fight on the bus, whatever it is. After a period of time, the owner of the company gets back with the trainer and says, how's this new person working out? And it's always one of three answers. The first answer is this person is great. Awesome attitude, knows their stuff. We should be able to allow them to do this job on their own within a couple of days and see how they perform. The middle category is this worker's, he's okay. Have to repeat things a couple of times, but good person, and with supervision, they'll be just fine. The third category is this person's not working out at all. They have a bad attitude, they're calling in sick all the time. Whatever the issue may be, this is not a good fit, and this person needs to go find employment elsewhere because this is not the right job for them. Critical lesson with that. People who are trained appropriately in their role don't need to know from you how to do their job. They already know that. What they need to know is, what do I do when things don't go right for the things that we care about? So what are those things? What are the measures? What am I allowed to do? And when do I escalate that issue? That's what they really need. And the paradox of this is the more complicated the task in the plant, the simpler the work instruction needs to be. Why? Because those workers are your best workers. They're the people that you trust. They're the ones who can operate independently and are very knowledgeable at what they do. They need that direction on when things deviate, not how to do their job. Now, the farther you go down the totem pole in the plant, and the lesser experienced people need direction. They need very specific information because their training base isn't as good. So think of a pasteurizer operator or another highly skilled position in a plant. These people have been doing this for a long time, and they're really, really good at what they do. They don't need you to tell them what to do. And worse, if you see them in the plant reading the work instruction, trying to figure out how to do their job, you've got a big problem. So that's the bus driver principle very quickly. I want you to understand how this overlaps with and what I'm teaching relative to work instruction. I figured this was a nice way to present this. So this is Brian with the Food Leadership Group, and I hope you found this useful.